Okay, back to accessories. Let's not talk about helicopters and
We don't know enough about it, honestly.
we don't even know enough about airsoft.
Man, that's fake leather. I think a real leather couch is like $3,000, not 800. Today we're talking real leather couch versus fake leather couch.
What's your preference, Chris?
What's your preference? The cheap one. If a random dude just pukes on it, I'm not mad.
Why would a random dude puke on your couch?
Random dude.
Okay, random dude.
Is there something you want to tell us?
It's more like you. Oh, yeah. Good.
Topic.
Enough couch talk.
Yes. Topic for today. The topic for today is accessories that we put on the guns, the must-haves and the nice-to-haves. And maybe even something we definitely don't put on the guns. Yeah, and you can start. What do you definitely put on the gun as
My hands.
accessories?
Low power variables.
Low power variables. So you prefer this over anything else?
Yeah, that'd be the first thing I get for the gun.
Should we get the guns?
Yes.
Real quick? We need guns for this.
I get the 303 from my office. You can talk meanwhile about low power variables and all that nice.
Hard to entertain when your audience is empty. Nice weather, huh? Hot in here.
We have guns. So we brought guns to show you, to illustrate. Yeah, and you can start. What is your favorite top one accessory you put on the gun?
A low power. Well, in this case, not a variable, but a low power optic.
Low power
What's the
optic.
2.5.
Can I try?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long eye relief, man.
Yeah, and I mean, it's comfortable to use.
Yeah, it's very simple to use.
It's like a red dot, but you have
It's not like a red dot.
you can put your eye away, you can keep your both eyes open.
Okay, you can keep both eyes open, but you cannot be like, I try to look through the optics, but I can't get the right angle, but I can still see the dot. It's like you need to be in the exact right spot in order to look through it. Okay, so your idea is the red dot doesn't really do anything except putting a dot there.
Yeah.
Well, this one actually magnifies.
Yeah.
So for you, it's basically before I put on a red dot, I put on nothing because I can just look down the barrel.
I own 0 red dots at this moment.
Wow.
So you only use variable optics.
Yes.
Or low magnification. Low.
I don't use anything bigger than 4.
Me neither. Me neither. I always use the lowest magnification possible for airsoft, for that particular optic. If it's not like 1 to 4, then I use something in the middle. But if it's like 3 to 9, I always use 3.
Even on my sniper rifle, it's 4. It's a fixed 4.
So what about you?
About me, I never put low variable optics because I prefer red dots. I tried to play with the SSX 303 last time with an optic and red dot. And since this is like a mini sniper rifle or proper sniper rifle, however we want to see it, I still prefer red dot on it because you have follow-up shots, you have fast target acquisition with the red dot. I just simply put a red dot there, always, no matter what it is. If it's a sniper rifle, okay, I put an optic there. But this is my private gun, this is my perfect setup. This is how I like it, that's what I do. It's always a red dot. It's lightweight, gives me enough accuracy. My gun is accurate. I don't need to see where the BB is going. Okay, if the wind takes it, I can fire 2 more.
I think I'm quite traditional on this. If I use a sniper rifle, I use a 3 to 9 times. If I run this, which is like a little bit shorter range, I use a low power variable. And if it's assault rifle, red dot.
There is one situation that this helps a lot. It's actually, I was kind of in a CQB situation and it was kind of dark. There was a guy right beneath me with a red dot, actually several guys, like running red dot, iron sight, and they couldn't hit anybody in the dark room. And I was sitting there, I was like, how are you guys not hitting anything? But I can see the shadows with this thing.
Yes.
I can see every movement with it.
This helps a lot when you are looking into a dark window. Then you can distinguish the shapes and you can see if the guy is there, which you cannot do with the red dot. That's true.
Especially because the red dot is blinding.
It's bright, and your eye adjusts to it and just.
Yeah. So the dot is brighter and you can't really see properly
Yeah.
sometimes. If it's too high power, it blinds you to some degree.
I do get the idea. It's like if the guy's close, I don't need an optic at all. It's just like point in the general direction. You have him. And if I need the magnification, you do have it. Did you ever try magnify or red dot combinations?
Yes, didn't like it.
Yeah.
It's heavier.
Yes.
I would say it's heavier.
And it's like always on the side. It's just not streamlined.
The timing is to switch it not that fast. I mean, some of them is a tab and falls over, but it's a giant folding mechanism. It shakes. So far, I haven't found a single one that is like purely fixed that I don't see any vibration. They always move.
Also not a fan. Too heavy, too big.
And the eye relief are normally terrible. Low power variables, the eye relief is generally pretty low.
Okay, what next? What next accessory?
Second most important accessory.
Okay, for me, as you can see, I don't have much. I put this thing there because it's so minimal that it's not bothering me, and it helps me a little bit to push the gun into my shoulder. I wouldn't mind if it's not there, and that's it. I always exchange the grip. This is IMI Defense, $20, real steel grip, like that one. QD mounts, is that an accessory? I guess, maybe. But that's it. This is my perfect package. It just looks, I exchanged muzzle brake / flash hider, maybe different stock, but no accessories. If I'm playing in a dark, if I know there will be dark corners, I just simply do this and it works for me. I know it doesn't look the best.
I've never seen anyone using a pistol flashlight like this.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it works for me. I have it switched. Oh, it's cracked actually. Somebody shot it out. You can maybe see it. It's shot out. Anyways, this is what I do.
There goes an €80 pistol flashlight. Is the LED broken?
No. It still works, but I reverse the battery so that it doesn't go empty. Because it's very easy to switch it in your back. So if there is a situation like 1-2 times a day, this is more than enough for me. I can just use it like this. Not the prettiest package, but I can just
put it on your pistol, maybe even.
Yeah. That's it. I like this. That's all I do.
A 40mm grenade launcher
with 40 mic or master mic.
Do you know that the spring powered ones where it's like blick?
Really? There is spring power
that shoots a single BB and actually has a magazine.
So it's like a shotgun beneath your...
Not even a shotgun.
It's a sniper rifle beneath your...
Yeah, it's more a sniper rifle than anything else really. Or spring
Man,
pistol.
when I saw this for the first time, it's like, wow, a grenade launcher with a magazine that's in shot. What a great idea. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Grenade launcher.
Yeah, because it always works.
Seriously?
Yes.
Unless you are out of gas.
No, it's not gas powered. It's spring powered.
Oh, so you would really use the spring powered one? I thought you mean like a proper grenade launcher, but...
Yeah, no, the time's over. But back in the days when Airsoft was so unreliable, like you were running an HE and you knew it's gonna break. Like a stock HE, they just broke. If you had this thing on there, it's like, no matter what happens, I can always keep going.
You can still play.
Yes, exactly.
It's like a pistol attached.
It's like reliability +5. You should put this thing there. So it has like this huge barrel, right? And there's like one inner barrel coming out of it.
I want to see that one.
Yes, it's amazing.
Second most important accessory. You can see a lot of my guns have a suppressor on.
Yeah?
Suppressor?
Yeah.
Why?
It's for sniper rifle to make it quieter. For sure. And for AEGs, when you've done everything right, the model report actually travels further away than your gearbox, and that also helps.
So it makes even AEGs more quiet.
Yes.
If they are assembled properly.
Yes.
And that's it? You don't use anything else? Flashlights, lasers, pack boxes?
Laser is the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, I agree.
I love when someone runs laser. I just trace it and say, the guy is over there.
Yeah. It's like there was one idea in my team, and that is showing people where somebody is.
Yeah.
But in a bright environment, I mean, it's useless anyways because you cannot see it.
Unless you have that one laser that's just
yeah. But still, how many times do you need to show somebody with a laser that, okay, there is a guy? And I just did exactly what I would
Yeah,
do with the laser.
exactly.
There is a guy,
It's like, there's a guy, wait, let me show you with the laser.
Just take a
Like,
shot
where's the
right
laser?
there. If you can see the guy shoot. Take the guy out.
But then he knows somebody's shooting. A laser is quiet.
Yeah, but then they see you.
They see you.
I mean, in general, lasers are stupid. It's just cool at night when you have the laser and you can shine up. That's it.
I guess IR lasers are cool if you run a night vision.
Yes.
Yeah,
If you have an IR
suddenly
laser.
$3,000 setup.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want a,
That's why it's nice, you know. Because it's
it's
like,
nice.
look what I got.
I mean,
Great.
actually, that's one thing I think I would like to try at least is night vision with the ER designator and stuff.
I played with night vision 2 games. We had night vision from the military, the helicopter pilots, what they use. We borrowed it from them, and I have to say I was expecting a lot more, because pilots are flying with these things,
Yeah.
and I still couldn't distinguish like people next to trees in the distance. Like if you are just standing and you are not moving, you cannot tell it's a guy.
But I think the pilot is different from a soldier.
I also-
Why is it that mountain? Don't fly to it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, but still I would assume the quality is there.
I
It's
suppose,
actually interesting that a pilot runs a night vision.
because I would imagine the helicopter would have, I don't know, if it's to distinguish person, the helicopter itself probably carries much better cameras than your goggles. And you just see through, I don't know.
But I guess you need to see the buttons and everything, because in the helicopter at night, I suppose they have to switch off all the lights so that nobody sees the cockpit or the pilots. So then you need to see, okay, I'm pushing this or
But
that.
is it really like that? I mean, if you're flying a helicopter, it's not that it's quiet. It's like,
Yeah, but you cannot see.
oh, let me turn off like my little red light right here, so that nobody can see that I'm coming. How far away can you hear a military helicopter? Like 5 kilometers.
I have no idea. Okay, back to accessories. Let's not talk about helicopters and
We don't know enough about it, honestly.
we don't even know enough about airsoft.
That's not true. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called the Couch of Wisdom.
Yeah, true. We should put like a label on the table.
Yeah, actually,
Couch of
we should call it the Couch of Wisdom.
Anyways, anything else we could add to the topic, like accessory wise? What is must have and nice to have? Okay, you need a sight, maybe you need a flashlight if the situation is right, maybe a hand stop. But what is nice to have?
Maybe let's go the other direction. What is like absolutely useless?
Laser. It's heavier.
A
And it's
laser.
really-
I would also put laser in the category of one of the, not absolutely useless, but like the most useless things.
For me, it is
bayonet.
definitely. Bayonet.
MLOK covers.
It can make it a little bit more
Yeah, it
comfortable,
can make it
and
more
they don't
grippy.
add too much weight.
Yeah, true.
It's like what, 10 grams, 15, I don't know. It's super lightweight. If you have lightweight.
What's your take on pack boxes?
If you use it to hide your battery, yeah. Otherwise, no. It's a weak ass flashlight plus useless lasers.
Yes.
Okay, but then you're limiting yourself what's on the market. But the idea of a pack box, like a flashlight and a laser, an AR flashlight, an AR laser.
Yeah.
and it's
Then
not
again,
easy.
so it's nice to have together with my, I don't know, Gen 3 night vision.
Yeah. That costs more than my car.
Yeah.
For airsoft, I don't see a purpose. For me, if you are playing night games, yes, it is a nice combination of laser and light. You can choose. Looks cool. It looks cool. Other than that, I never used it. Never saw the need to have a pack box on my.
Actually, I have one, and that's just because I thought it looks cool. And back then,
I think it's the
I
coolest
thought
thing.
about back then getting a night vision, and it's actually a pack box with a mini red dot mount. So I actually mount a red dot on it. So
So you can have the pack box here
Yeah.
and just.
No
yeah,
way.
it's just a pack box and the mini red dot just on top.
So where did you mount it? Like here?
Well, somewhere around here.
In the front.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
It was just neat. I was like, man, that's neat, and I got it. That's
What I also think is highly useless is red dot scope combinations, where it's like
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Like a scope, then you have a red,
red
dot.
dot on top.
I also have one.
We had this at the military on the AUG. You have like the AUG scope, which is
Ridiculous.
horrible, man. It's a horrible optic. And then on top of it, you have an aim point. You have like an M2. And
M2, the big one.
Yeah, the big one.
Oh.
And you always use the M2, but the problem is it's too high. So it's like if you look down your scope, you're like this, and if you look down your red dot, it's like, oh, here it is.
That's great for paintball mask.
Yes, that's why they put it there.
I don't like the idea of a red dot on a scope, but there is one solution which is very interesting because you have the scope on the side. Have you seen it? It's called a delta.
Yeah, it's the
Leopold Delta,
Leopold
I
Delta
think.
or something. Yeah.
That's interesting. I've seen the copy
I did
and
saw
it
that.
works.
It's like red dot on top, then you have the like a periscope thing. that
Yes.
You can see from it actually looks through the side, but red dot and like right next to each other.
Yes, yes. And you can see both at the same time.
Yeah, you can see both at the same time.
So
what?
you just move your eyeball. You don't
So
need
you
to
like you
move.
have a red dot, like you like see a EOTech shape thing that is like this tall with a length around here, and you have down here just a tiny screen which is just another length, but it's like a Z shape. The actual scope is actually on the side.
Yeah.
So you basically have the image of red dot here and the image of the scope right here.
Yes.
Right next to each other.
It's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. You can get them. You can get knockoffs. For
Yeah. They are not that
100
expensive.
Yeah, for 150.
It's okay.
I thought about trying it, but then I saw the eye relief on it and about no.
Friend of mine
That's
actually
cool.
has it.
That's cool.
Yeah, anyways, I guess there is nothing more to add. This low variable optic, you, the standard guy,
Nothing.
red dot, red dot or a scope for long range guns. Anything else? I mean, I don't need much. So
It's really a style question. It's like if you want style points, put a lot of shit on it. If you want to be efficient, optic, done.
yeah, exactly. Not even sights. I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot use sights because of the cameras. Before that, I was using sights, but now I wouldn't even put sights there because
Just look down the BBs, like you see where the BBs are going.
not just that, but a red dot never ever failed me in the game.
Just bring a spare battery.
Oh, that's one thing I love it. I don't need a battery.
And they can't be shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can take a view.
So
Good! That was the conclusion.
that's it.
And thanks for watching. If you have suggestions for topics, put it into the comments below and we're gonna discuss it on the next one.
See ya.
Bye!